Hello everyone, if you know who I am and what we do here on this channel, welcome back. I hope you hit that subscribe button. And if you don't know who I am and what we do here at this channel, I am the Reverend Godfather, main host and frontman for the internet's most hated Mafia-themed geek podcast, Lone Coat Mafia podcast. And what we tend to do here on this channel is kind of unboxing. That's been our favorite thing to do as of late. We tend to do a couple of rants every now and again. Stay tuned for those. And we tend to do con coverage. Stay tuned for upcoming con coverage for this year. We have at least 2 planned for this year. One in April, if not late April, early May. The other one in end of July, early August. So stay tuned for all that. But today we're going to stick with the whole aspect of unboxing. Today we got in our latest dungeon in a box order. This time it's season this one is season 3, box 10, plus another one shot, plus let me just turn this off here, plus apparently we ordered an extra set of skinny minis. But for those of you who don't know what Dungeon in a Box is, and you came over through TikTok, Instagram, what have you, Dungeon in a Box is pretty much what the name says. What they tend to do is instead of giving you a complete book to run your adventure, they give you skinny minis. They give you not just minis, but skinny minis, maps, book. It's done in kind of like a chapter increment. Link to Dungeon in a Box is in below. Their sister company is skinnyminis.com. I should have linked that in the comments down below. Instead of getting that book and running the whole book in your hand, you're getting it a chapter at a time. We started with season 3. We didn't get a chance to really choose which season to start with. But we started with season 3 because that was the only thing available to us. We've had some good, a lot of good experiences with Dungeon in a Box. As you can see, I'm going to open it up. One of the things I didn't like about this time around is that when we got notified about this being shipped out and everything processed, they kind of spoiled everything for us this time around. To let y'all know, they do, even though you have a chance to get everything physically, like I have here, or digitally. So you have that option. But if you get the physical box with everything inside, you do have the option to get, I should say, the digital option comes automatic, which means as soon as you get this and it's processed for the month, you get the digital side. That's all opened up to you. So that's also great if you want to run things that way, which means if your group can't make it in physically, but they can still play virtually, you're able to do that. Again, which is a very wonderful thing. But as I said, they kind of spoiled this month for me, because one of the things I like, I like seeing the digital aspect to see kind of a hint of what's to come. Meaning, if there's dragons or what have you, it's like, I hope I get a dragon figure. I hope I get a dragon figure. This time they kind of spoiled it by saying this is the figures you're going to get in the box. And the downside also is that the upside is if I want extra minis or something like that, skinny minis, we'll see that in a moment. They didn't update for this month on that side. I mean, if you have you need an extra map to run for a homebrew, you could buy extra maps and all that. Ooh, it's better in person. Okay. Well, I love it. It's in color. It looked clear online. First things first is that we are going to have to skip that. Okay. I was surprised that earlier last month I ordered extra flying mounts, and I didn't realize I ordered them because I'm thinking of doing a homebrew, and I want extra stuff for my players. Hey, can I have a kind of a flying mount or something like that, This is the pieces for the flying mounts. this was fairly expensive. Like this whole thing, for the most part, Dungeon Box for the monthly box costs like $36. Yeah, that seems expensive, but on a monthly basis, I think they do have like a 3-month or a year option. But you have to figure you get everything what's in here, what I'm about to show you. You get 2 figures, and the first figure for this month is what they call calling a sea hag. That's that right there. And the bigger figure for the month is this right here. It is a crystal balsic. That's this right here. It's nice blue color. I love that. The fact that it's nice and blue is wonderful. Not as you can see with the sea hag, they come unpainted. You can always paint them, and that is wonderful. That at least with this, it came in a bluish color. And one of the things they also include is we'll get to that in a moment. This is the first time I've this in. They have a aspect for their skinny minis, and we got a flyer for their skinny minis. They're trying to promote their skinny minis of a month club. They have I guess they're having a promotion that you get 50% off, 2 cents according to them right here. Hope you could read it. You get 2 sets delivered each month. You save 13% on retail. You get to decide what sets we make. You get to vote on the art. The first, according to them, at least with this, your first month with their code, you get 50% off. So I have a bunch of their skinny minis inside, and plus I backed their second Kickstarter. So later this year, hopefully, I'll be getting a whole butt ton more. And as always, they give these like packed by cards, like this, and says packed by. It's always something funny, like you might get an owl bear with a top hat or something like that. This time this box is prepped and checked by a agnomic brain eater, and that's that right there. And let's see here for this month's. Is this this is for the, which one's which, man? Okay. I'm trying to figure out which ones. Oh, this is the... Okay, this is the one shot. We'll set that off to... Oh, that came out awfully damn quick. And came apart awfully damn quick. Let's do with the actual what came in this month's box. First, let's put that there for right now. And what they... Really? What they give you on a monthly basis. Like I said, granted they give you these figures, but it's not enough figures to run the whole campaign. These are bonus. But what they give you is this right here. The book on the current chapter. Again, this is chapter 10. For it, I think they run between 12 to 13 chapters. So this is chapter 10. We have another 3 more chapters to go. And you can always print these out digitally, because with the physical copies, you get the digital with all the lore and the music. So you get this, you get the actual chapter. And from what I'm told, you can run these individually. You get, not only that, you get like these, the current chapter. Again, this is chapter 10. For it, I think they run between 12 to 13 chapters. So this is chapter 10. We have another 3 more chapters to go. And you can always print these out digitally, because with the physical copies, you get the digital with all the lore and the music. So you get this, not only that, you get like these character cards, or they might be character cards, they might be monster cards, they might be item cards. We got one for a scrying pool, and they have the information on the back, as you can see, for it. And we also get a dragon fire furnace. There's the artwork for it. It's always wonderful artwork, and here's the information on the back for it. And you also get the maps for it. Like I said, these are double-sided maps. These are wonderful artwork in regards to it. They're big, decent maps. And here is one side of the map. I want to say they're maybe 16 by 20, 16 by 24 maps. And here's the other side, the double-sided maps. And the wonderful thing is, they do sell these maps and the books separately. While I'm finding out, they're also selling the minis separately too. So if you want those minis for a homebrew, you're able to do that. And they also provide skinny minis. These are what's called a skinny mini. You get a sheet of these. They have they're front painted and back painted, so they're double-sided. And these are for to use in the mat. And they come with a whole mess. It's like, well, how are they supposed to stand? Well, they do provide the bases for them, and both the small bases and the medium bases. Now, I got a whole mess of these, so the more the merrier. And I'm waiting on a bunch of an extra set of, I should say, the downside for this month is that these are not available yet. So I want to get an extra set of these because I have a friend that would love to have a sheet that has these little guys on them. So and I'll be willing to give her an extra set and a couple extra stands for it so she could have them on display. They also provide you with, or I should say the subscriber, with these. It's 3D terrain. What I've found out through a lot of people is that these are way too big for the maps, which tends to be a downer, but if you're running a homebrew, these could come in handy. So that's that. Now, that covers pretty much, I said everything can be bought separately. The maps, the book, the 3D terrain, the skinny minis. Now for our one-shot. The sad part is, one of the things came out. It slid out. I don't know why it wasn't snapped together properly or something. I'll have to find where the other piece slid off to. There it is. The one-shot, I love the one-shots because I like running the one-shots for my group. Meaning if the regular DM doesn't can't make it for whatever reason, or wants to be a player instead of a forever DM, she can, hey, who wants to run this week? I'll run it. Just that this time, and Dungeon in a Box always gives great stuff, and this is the skinny minis for the one shot we got. It's got a wonderful dragon in it, and I'm not sure what these circle things are for. And it looks like they're starting to put names on for what some of them are, or coins or something like that. I don't have my glasses on me in regards to it. The one thing about the one-shots is that they offer up something uniquely special, and this time it's at least this time in for this one shot is floating maps, or which means what you saw here is a way to kind of elevate sections of the map. So that was this month's specialty. And again, with it you get the whatever special part is, which is in this case the floating elements of the map. You get the book, you get the skinny minis, you get the map, skinny minis. The downside, the downside with the one-shots, they offer nothing digitally. Let me stand corrected. When it comes to the one-shots, put that there. When it comes to the one-shots, you get the book and the maps digitally. You do not get anything in regards to the skinny minis digitally. When it comes to the monthly box, like season 3, box 10, from box 1 to box 10, on the digital side you get everything and then some, meaning you get the book, the maps, you get music, you get the lore, and you get virtual tabletop tokens for that particular month. But for the one-shots, you just get a digital version of the book and the maps, not the skinny minis, which is sad, because running a one-shot without a virtual representation of the characters it makes it very, very hard to do so. But still, you get at least a digital version of this. They do tend to have, even though, let's say this particular one shot is geared for level, let's say between 10 and level 10 and level 12. They tend to give at times a level adjustment guide if it's new players or veteran players, but for the most part they don't do that. Sometimes, like with one of, or I should say, their site tends to be very glitchy sometimes, meaning there are still one-shots that I have purchased that I cannot get access to digitally. Or it decides to take forever to download. And for this month's one-shot, I didn't get a chance to really see the map. Here is, it's supposed to be like a tower aspect. You climb, in essence, climb a tower. Again, they're 16 by 2024. Here's level 1. Level 2. Again, let's say this is the full thing. They do fold out. And what you're supposed to do is, because they included the raised terrain, you get to put them on top of here to kind of raise things up in a way to kind of, I would have to read the book, the included guide, which is this, to find out where to place them. The downside is sometimes what they include does not fit on the maps. That is the downside. And some of you, these might cost, the one-shots might cost with everything $30, but they knock them down maybe $30-$35, but if you're a subscriber they'll knock them down, or if you pre-order they're $20 complete with the skinny minis, and you'll get whatever exclusive. This time it's the raised terrain. I guess with this terrain that they have here, you could use for, or what they call floating terrain, you could use for a home brew. Again, all this can be bought separately for home brews. Do I recommend getting this? Yes, I do. I do recommend getting Dungeon in the Box. Yes, it's expensive. They recently upped their priced from like $35 to $36 to $34 to $36 because of everything that's going on. I do recommend it for new players. Like I said, everything you saw here coming out of the box, the skinny minis, the books, the maps, the stands, it's everything you need to run that particular campaign. The monthly aspects, the chapters as I call them, can be used separately as one shots, or you could work them as a one shot, or you could buy the one shots to use as part of your homebrew. So therefore, it's up to you. You do get everything you need to run it. The only thing that's not included in these boxes are dice, or actual minis, like full on out minis, meaning that with, like I said, this goes for the one shot, but you don't have all these as actual minis. But the con is that the pros for this, you get everything in the box. If you're in a small apartment or a small home efficiency place like mine, the size, and you can get a lot of minis, and they don't take up a whole mess of room. Same thing with the maps and everything else. They don't take up all that much room. The downside, I say the upside is you get the minis. They don't take up that much room. You get everything you need in the box, for the exception of dice. The downside is their site tends to be very glitchy at times, or if you choose to download them, that way you have it digitally, so you could run it virtually. They don't have it. A lot of times it's hard to get. You have to kind of poke them with a very sharp stick in order to get the proper links, to get the proper items. One of the lures for I think this month's lure, I couldn't download. I have to bug them about that. One of the one shots that I picked up, I can't download, but because of site issues, so I have to bug them about that to get everything that I need in regards to that, so I could run it virtually. And the other downside is that with the one shots, you don't get a digital version of the creatures. I wish they did. Whether or not they offer on the skinnymini.com side their version of virtual tokens, virtual tabletop tokens, I don't know, but I wish they had virtual tabletop tokens for their one-shots like they do with the chapters or their main season campaign, because that's what they offer for like I have the season 10 here that we went through. Again, they have digital versions of everything: the book, the maps, the skinny. They have virtual tokens for the creatures in this month's box for that chapter 3-10, season 3, chapter 10. They have that, but they don't have it for the one shots. That's a downside. So, but the artwork is great. I like the artwork. I like what they provide. The other downside is the cost. This being the monthly boxes being on the cost of an actual book, meaning if you got one of the actual modules, whether it be a Critical Role module or something from Dungeons and Dragons themselves, Wizards of the Coasts, those books can cost at Barnes & Noble or your local hobby shop $50. So are you saving money? Yes. In this, but when you could get, let's take the Player's Guide. If you went to Barnes & Noble or Books A Million or a local shop, that Player's Handbook is going to cost you $50. Yet if you go to Walmart or Amazon, that Player's Handbook might cost you $20, $30. So this being roughly $20 more a month, yes, it could be expensive in the long run. Check with them to see if they have a 3-month or 3, 6, or 12-month option to help save you some money. But all in all, having everything at hand to run is different. And if you made it this far in this month's book, this month's video, please let me know in the comment section down below whether or not you prefer skinny minis, actual minis, playing virtually or playing in person. So I'm the Reverend Godfather. If you like this video, hit the like button. I hope you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time, whenever that might be. So again, I'm out. I'm going to get clean up this mess and pack everything up, and see you all next time.